They'll run on first down. It's Hall. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Young. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Hey, 4 down. Watch 80.
They run the counter.
You ain't doing that today.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Young. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
3rd and long for Young. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Throwing on 2nd and 3. Young. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Hall. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Watch even. Safety's creeping.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready, blue lady.
We're scoreless after 1.
Ready, blue lady. Green, triple team.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Green, triple team. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check back 47.
From the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
White 25. Watch the run, watch the run.
Jameis now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
56.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
On 2nd down, Leggett, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 15 now. Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions. It nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
He's going to look deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Kermit, you go tight. Flip it, flip it, flip it. You got tight right there. Check it back or check it. Let's go now. Let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I can't believe they let you play. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hatch it.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, black 25. Mike's 56. Wait. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run on 1st down. Leggett. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got him. Easy. 50. Come on.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a play fake here on first down. Gonna throw, and it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Landry, the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Young. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
4-7's a mic. 4-7's a mic. Let's go.
Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Green, triple team.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, let's get in that hole. Easy. 56 right there. 56. 5 on the 50.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Now here's Young, looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Houston. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. A 1st down throw for Young. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball, I'm about to make a big play. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Young. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good headed scheme going.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Winston. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That one goes for 24 yards. Young looks to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On first down, Hall, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second and 9, Young, and he'll find Hall. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Young from the shotgun. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Young on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Young. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Lorenzo Carter, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check 56. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 2nd down now. Leggett, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Winston to throw. Going deep here for Landry. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Check. Lucky.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Switch. Hey, check 24, check 24.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready, blue ready. 56, check 56. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Follow. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Leggett. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.